It's Friday evening and I have a little bit of free time. I'm checking social media, and what do I see but a whole ton of G.I. Joe classified reveals? So, remember back when I used to do this thing called TKO Live and it was a weekly thing? I keep getting people asking, why haven't you done these in a little while? And I'm just like, I don't know. I just hadn't been motivated. But on kind of a knee jerk reaction kind of thing, I figure if it's optimized, if I'm home and I'm free and I'm not doing anything else and my friends are free and there's a bunch of news, let's go do that. So, first thing I'm going to do is give credit to the Full Force podcast. So, Chris McLeod is at NYCC right now, and I got these links directly off of his social media. So, I put his link in the description below. I believe Chaz the Guru has shared some stuff too, as has Travis from A Toy Kind of Mood. So, if I forgot some names, let me know. These are not my photos that I'm going to share. Now, they are just render reveals and they are just photos from somebody's camera. So it's not necessarily like these were scanned in and taken from like the Hasbro Pulse Instagram or anything like that. They're literally somebody's camera phone. So if the photos don't look great, then they don't look great. It is just to break news and to have that conversation. So a few friends have decided to join us. So let's just pop them in from backstage. I guess we're getting Clubhouse this weekend started early, right, Oz?
Maybe just a little bit. We'll kick the weekend off properly, like, 2 minutes after work or whatever. Why not?
This is kind of like the Clubhouse pre-show in a way almost. We have some people who do come on Clubhouse waiting backstage and a few more invites that are pending. So yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, absolutely pains. It's just, I tend to get a lot of actuallys in my comment section. Actually, Ken, you're wrong about Transformers. Actually, you know nothing about G.I. Joe. Actually, you don't know your wrestling. So it's just, just figured I should cover my bases. So anyway. All right, then. And our wonderful Delta 17 photographer who does a lot of his own photography and also jumps in on the weekend Clubhouse here and there. He helped us out a ton at Joe Fest. And I think I saw this guy more than I saw anybody else at Joe Fest. We were pretty much attached to the hip all weekend. John from Emerald Night Photos looking all green and emeraldy.
What's going on, guys? Happy Friday.
That's right, man. Happy Friday indeed. The reveals that have been coming out of today from New York Comic, and almost San Diego Comic-Con never gets like the credit, or New York Comic-Con doesn't get the credit that like San Diego Comic-Con gets. I don't know. I've been blowing up all day with toy news, and there's more coming. Like, it's not stopping yet.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think was New York the first, and then it went to San Diego, or was it vice versa? I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I don't remember which one was first. I just know San Diego Comic-Con became like the Comic-Con, and everybody kind of forgets about New York.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And he doesn't want to work today, so he's here online. But some dude from Delta 17 decided to troll my StreamYard, so we'll let him on camera out of pity.
Sweet, thank you, sir. Yeah, just here to troll, man.
Yeah, I should have made that joke after you sent my money for the year, but it's too late now. So, if you decide to hold back some mafia style kickbacks, then I will.
Yeah, no, just 50% will be held back.
He's going to sit there and hold the 2 American quarters he was going to dangle in front of him.
That's right.
Well, you know what that translates to in Canadian? I could buy a few Big Macs with that, right? So
yeah, true.
All right, we probably got 10 or 15 slides to go through and maybe only an hour or so to go through them. So let's just see who happens to be in the chat. We got Gaz. Hello, good sir, good moderator. Gaz, been a moderator since day one, since I started going live. Steve is apparently here and he's here. So yeah, Epic Badger, thank you for joining us. Pains Toy Samples is here, and our chat has been christened as official because Nolan is also in the chat. We got Treasures from Trigger, a Kiwi in Japan. Oz is here, spelling friends the way we spell friends, the way we should spell it in the dictionary, but haven't spelled it in the dictionary that way. And Wraith Mace is in the chat, our esteemed channel member and patron, actually. And let's see who else is here. Apparently, someone named Crash. We were just talking about people who helped the booth for Delta 17, and our lead moderator / admin for our Delta 17 Facebook group.
Yes, the man, the myth.
Absolutely. Penny Lee, hello to you as well. And Gaz has mentioned NYCC, biggest in the East. It was the first that started in 64. Okay.
Wow.
There we go.
Okay, there you go.
Cool. And
Nice.
White
I
Vegeta,
appreciate it.
and White Vegeta is rolling in as we get started. So let's just pop on some slides here. Now, apparently they started with some name only reveals. So hold on. Okay, there we go. Crystal Ball.
No.
You know,
I was
No.
waiting when they would get to this guy and
Yeah.
just, he's one that I've always kind of just laughed at. He's not one of my favorites. I didn't realize they showed him today. Oh Lord.
yeah,
Wow.
I mean, some people are just getting the news. Like I literally checked in the last hour or so, and that's why I'm actually kind of ill prepared for this. So I'm kind of hoping somebody else in the chat or one of you is more prepared while we do this. And
Nope.
everyone else was busy tonight. So if we're all seeing this cold, then we're all seeing this cold. So
Well, I mean,
They're obvious.
it's
Yeah. Go ahead.
it's a real reaction though. I mean, it's actual. I mean, because again, I this is my first time seeing the reveal, so it's like, yeah, I mean, it's
Yeah.
just like Oz. It's one of those kind of things where you go, oh, okay, that's. So I guess it's
cool.
going to be a retro, or is it going to be classified?
I'm guessing it's just going to be main classified. Don't they do retro only after they've done the main classified, or at least usually,
Typically,
if not always?
Sometimes, yeah.
Maybe they
Yeah.
just couldn't figure out a way to make this guy cool enough to be considered for classified. So they're like
there you
straight
go.
to retro card, kind of like straight to VHS.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oz.
I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
just
they're
like
gonna
the-
trick. They're gonna trick this guy up somehow, just like they did with Raptor, where they totally reinvent him. But until that point, when we just see him and we just hear the name reveal, it's like, oh, great, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
they did do a really good job with Raptor. So
Yeah.
I'll wait and see. I can't pass judgment because they did a really amazing job with one of the weirdest characters in GI Joe. Outside,
True.
he's not even Cobra La weird. He's just, hi, I'm an accountant that dresses like a bird.
Yeah, very true.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
And sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ken.
I was just going to simply say that there was a slide that Full Force showed saying that Hasbro did put up an apology saying that they were some of the 2025 reveals, some of the 2025 plans are going to be delayed. So they're actually apologizing for that. I just thought I should say that. Maybe they got so much down the pipeline that they can't get everything on time. So yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But anyway, if no one's too crazy about it, I mean, Stephen King, I don't know. I was a kid when he was released, so I was happy. This one, Darklon from the Iron Grenadiers.
I don't even remember this guy, but I'm not going to lie. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
He was one of Destro's main men in the Iron Grenadiers.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's that.
Interesting.
89 release, I think. He came out in the second year.
Okay.
The Iron Grenadiers debuted in 88, and 89
Right.
is when they kind of got I don't know, I want to say ramped up, but Destro was 88, the main Iron Grenadiers army builder was 88, the Demon was 88, and 89 I think they had this guy and Annihilator.
The spoiler.
The spoiler was 88 as well.
Despoiler,
Yeah. So yeah. Okay. Well, again, it's a name only reveal, so it's not like we got a digital.
It's so funny. It's so funny though, Ken, when you say Iron Grenadier or Grenadiers, because as a kid, and it might be the Mandela effect, because I always associate with Iron Grenadiers. And that's how I always said
Yes.
it. And even as an adult, I keep saying Iron Grenadiers, but I mean that's not how you pronounce it, but still, it just throws me off because I just go back to my childhood. Oh, Iron Grenadiers, yeah, that's the name.
Yeah. Those are two
Yes.
odd birds that they put out to start with. I mean,
Yes,
they
and
might end up doing them really well, though. We'll see.
And he's supposed to be related to Destro, and he came with a vehicle called the Evader, from what I recall.
Oh, Evader. I thought it was the Despoiler.
That was the one.
Okay, sorry.
No, the Despoiler was the one that came with Destro.
Right.
So, yeah, it's a fancy colored motorcycle. Man of Action got that right.
There we go.
So, yeah, and then they have Snake Eyes version 4 is apparently going to be the next Snake Eyes that comes. Well, one of the next Snake Eyes that comes out. Oh, I mean, they're going off the beaten path, right? I mean, people are always like, they have too many Snake Eyes, they have too many Cobra Commanders, and I'm like, I get it, but how many Starscreams, Megatrons, Optimuses did we get in Transformers? I've been dealing with that problem for years and years. right? I got back into collecting at the end of '02, and they began modern Transformers like a few years after that, and it's just been chugging through the primes and all that. So if they're gonna go through a different Snake Eyes, okay, fine. This is like getting Beast Wars Optimus Primal in my mind, right? Right.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go, Paint. Can we go a year without a Snake Eyes, please? Apparently we can. So yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Larkin.
Larkin. Yeah. So I'm okay with this one. I probably won't get this one. But
Oh, come on. You got to get this. This one's going to be good. They're going to do a really good job of it. I think the colors will really pop. And I think it'll be one of those hidden gems, possibly.
Mm.
And, you know, we do get too many Snake Eyes. But if you think about it, like, you have to have a Spider-Man on the pegs at all times for when kids go into stores, right? So your central core figures, it's a difficult thing to balance, like with Optimus Prime, Spider-Man, Batman. You just have to have them available at all times. You can't have a story without them.
Pretty much, yeah. So there's him, and we'll just keep flashing through here. I think this is where we start getting to. Okay, they did reveal a teaser of some sort. I'm not sure what we are looking at here.
That is
The
definitively a tire tread.
Thunder Machine?
Snowcat? No, not Snowcat.
No, I thought Snowcat had treads, didn't it?
Striker?
Don't tease me at Thunder Machine, please.
I mean,
they have so many Dreadnought fans.
I was gonna say, and they've got quite a bit of the Dreadnoughts out, so
yeah, I mean,
it might not be
that front piece. Far. I mean, that could be I mean,
now you got me wanting to go look exactly at the Thunder Machine.
That's what I'm doing right now.
No, I think it is the Striker, yeah, because some of the modern buggies that they have out there, they do have those grates on the side, you know, by the side step, because you do have the roll bars going up. You have two roll bars going up as well as a roll cage going around.
Man,
it doesn't quite look like the Thunder Machine. So
right.
Check the All-Striker.
That's what I'm looking at now. When did the All-Striker come out, Steve?
85.
85.
Oh, I was going to say 84, 85. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that definitely looks like it could be the back fender of the All-Striker for sure.
Yeah. The little
good call, Steve. Good call. I mean, it would make sense. It's like Steve, they've been sticking to like the lighter vehicles right now.
Yeah.
You know, and not releasing like the really, really big ones. So I'd be with the All-Striker on that.
You know, I don't like to actually people, but Gaz just did what I do. I started typing "aw" as AEW because I'm an AEW wrestling fan. I just started typing it like that. Like my brain auto corrects it.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah. And Tim, I think we just mailed out your shirt today. On Tuesday.
Yeah, he got it. He got it ready. He just replied. I just read it. I was about to reply, but I jumped on.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah. All right then. And in the chat they're saying that means we're probably going to get Crankcase as well. So into the digital reveals. So again, thank you Full Force for this.
Oh, nice.
So after The Mandalorian has ended, Pedro Pascal has decided to join G.I. Joe.
Oh,
yep,
man.
Right? He definitely looks like that.
Yep.
Yes. This one I gotta get. I gotta get this. I don't know. To me, it's a core enough character, right?
Definitely, and honestly, he looks like he's straight wearing like I don't know. Big fan of like Vietnam era uniforms, and that's exactly like what he's wearing.
Yeah, looks really good. It's a mix between the DPMS woodland and almost a tiger stripe sort of a shape to it. So it's a good camouflage. That looks really good. Footloose is one of the most iconic guys from '85, I think. I mean, he's a bit weaker in some ways, but he's just so needed, in a military line.
He is, because he's your base level, soldier, and. Like that's exactly what he's bringing to the table here, and it's nice to see that every once in a while, especially as we get with characters like Cristobal, Raptor, stuff like that coming out more now.
Yep,
we need to get back to like just some more core soldiering as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, every now and then a guy
Absolutely.
forgets that G.I. Joe's military line. You know, if you start to look at certain, you get a whole bunch of these figures together, it's like, what is it? You know, this is sort of a sci-fi, almost a Thundercats kind of a thing. They just need to swap out the heads. You have Thundercats.
Hmm.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, all right. Who else we got coming in? This one. So this one will come with apparently what's called the Trench Viper. I got to get the I got to get the right name for this. It's on the Full Forces
So that's what they're
Facebook.
calling that one. It looks like he's just a repaint of an alley viper.
It is, yeah.
So that's
Cobra Defense
That's what I thought.
Perimeter is what it's called. Cobra Defense Perimeter with a Trench Viper is what it's called.
so it looks like a
Okay.
surveillance porta potty.
Basically, yeah.
Nice.
But I mean,
Is
we're
that
getting dios though. I mean, definitely getting dios. It's like that's a photographer's dream right there. Even though Sandbag right there, it's just like I think I think part of it sometimes they take the photographers in mind. Well, I guess
Yeah.
collectors / photographers, because I mean that's become like a own little, you know, type of culture with toy collecting is doing
Mhm.
photography and stuff. So I mean, I saw this, I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't care about the figure, and I don't know about the, you know, you know, could care less really. I mean, honestly, but it's just like that little scene right there that could definitely go in the background of one of my shots and have Cobra Commander or Destro in the front of it or in the behind to the side of it. And it's just you start getting all these ideas and start kind of just, you know, thinking of what you could do with this little piece right here.
Right. You know, one of those
Absolutely.
core things that they released in the G.I. Joe line in the 80s was all like these little mini play sets.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
not quite the full command headquarters, but like, you know, here's the front gate and a watchtower. It's
Right.
cool to see that we're getting that in the 1/12 scale because honestly, when all this stuff started, we're all really just like, yeah, we're going to get a bunch of figures. Then they released motorcycles and we're like, yeah, but we're never going to get bigger than motorcycles, right? And now it's like, no, we're getting the full scale vehicles. Now we're introducing the mini play sets. That's great. I'm glad to see that we are, you know, getting this kind of world building stuff that was so iconic in the original line.
Yeah, this is going to be cool.
I see some people don't like this in the chat. I'm not sure what to make of it. Like on its own, I probably don't buy it. If it comes with the set, then it all kind of works together. Like it blends together a little bit to look a bit nicer. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Is my connection okay? It's telling me I have a very weak internet connection.
You're
So
doing
far,
good,
so
Ken.
good.
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, let's just blow right past this guy. Okay, here we go.
What the?
This
Ooh.
I wasn't sure if it was
Who's
supposed to be
this?
the Adventure Team set, but apparently it's a New York Firefighter. Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, I guess that's I saw it, and I initially thought that because they were doing some of the Adventure Team stuff, like with the Marine and the Sniper and all that, and the Soldier and the Sailor, I had thought that this was an Adventure Team. I mean, sorry, those were from the 60s homages.
Yeah.
This Adventure Team was the 70s. So I thought that's what this was, but this is New York Firefighter gear. So,
Cool.
yeah, apparently they're calling it Legacy now.
Okay.
I'm not sure how that's going to work. I mean, Legacy is also what they're calling the Transformers line, right? Yeah, it's kind of a new choice here. Like it's kind of, I don't want to say a strange choice, but they're kind of veering off from the usual path. That's why I
Yeah.
immediately thought of the Adventure Team. Maybe it's kind of supposed to play off the Adventure Team a little bit, but the gear's pretty good, right?
Yeah, I mean everything looks pretty nice. Is that so to the right there? Is that what came with Torch? I mean, I'm sorry, not Ripper. Is that just a
The
repaint?
Jaws of Life kind of deal.
Yeah. Is that just like a repaint of what he has?
Yeah, I believe so. I haven't ripped mine
Yeah.
open yet, but I believe that's. Or did I even get it? I can't keep track of my classifieds anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. I just opened the Retro Cobra Commander today, and the Retro Stalker today, and they look good. The Cobra Commander might be the best classified figure they've done so far.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently it's the Jaws of Life from Ripper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It
yeah,
looks good.
it's-
I mean,
Yeah,
it reminds me of the 12-inch stuff from the 60s, 70s.
yeah,
I
that's
like
exactly it. Yeah. So anyway, oops, no, I went the wrong way.
Oh,
That's not the right photo. All right. What the heck photo
I
am I
could see
supposed to
some.
open now? Du-du-du-du-du-du.
I could see some cool stuff with the firefighters, though. I mean, as far as like photography or just, I mean, displays and stuff like that. I mean, you can do. I mean, just as a builder, yeah, a lot of cool stuff you can do with that.
yeah.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just going to reset what my share screen here because I suddenly somehow jumped to a different folder. I don't know why it did that. That's what happens when you don't have a whole lot of time to prepare.
Toy
It
Bounty
just
Hunter says barbecue has some backup now. You know,
There you go.
yeah.
he's
Yep.
gonna need it
Nice.
because Torch is out. So, you know, that's just how it's gonna go.
Ah,
They're gonna need all the firefighting they can.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, what else have we got here? Let me just make sure that I've got the right folder open. All of a sudden, don't open some Delta 17 files that Steve sent me by accident.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Wave 2. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. I think
Hasbro
I've got
thinks
the
they
right
got all
one.
the best New York City Comic-Con reveals. Ha!
All of a sudden, hijack the stream with some indie toys
Right.
right here and there.
There we
Okay,
go.
all right
There we
then. I think I've got it. Okay,
go. Man of Action
here we
says
go.
they
Yeah,
had a
I got the
12-inch
Joe Fest
Firefighter.
exclusive right there.
They
There we
did it. It's from the adventure team, and
Ooh.
he would know because he actually, from what I can tell in the comment section, that's definitely within his wheelhouse, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So here we go.
Nice.
For rock and
You
roll.
knew this was going to happen when you saw the other rock and roll with the tan shirt, but they went with the retro gear otherwise, right? So,
Always one of my
yeah.
favorites, and it's great to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Justin, I also saw something that said mass on it, but I thought it was just a teaser. I'm not actually sure what it is. So, yeah.
Thank you, Penny. I appreciate that.
So we got rock and roll here. I feel like I want to get this, even though I'm happy
Oh,
with
yeah.
the other version, because the other version was
Oh,
almost
yeah.
like a hybrid of version 1 and version 2. It was more
Yeah.
version 1-esque, but it pulled in the color scheme from version 2 in some ways.
Right.
So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
it. I didn't pull a photo of Snake with the polar bear. That's what I'm missing.
How dare you, Ken? It's the whole damn reason I'm here.
Exactly. Yeah. The whole reason we're here.
Yeah.
Of all the photos to miss, why would and that's even on my thumbnail. It's sitting on my cell phone, but not on my machine. Okay, you all talk.
Oh.
You all talk while I try to grab that. While I try to
Okay.
gank more of the
Talking
first
words,
photos.
using words.
Yep.
I think
Solid.
I think for me, I kind of go back and forth sometimes. Like I didn't get the retro stalker because I had the classified stalker and I was pretty fine with that, but I didn't get the classified rock and roll because it didn't really hit that sweet spot of rock and roll.
Yeah.
Now I see this. I mean, this is rock and roll. I mean, this is like, yes, let's
This
rock
is
and roll.
rock and roll, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
And like Cobra Commander, I didn't, I got the classified version, but I never was really satisfied with that version. And I didn't get the His tank, so I didn't get that version of Coco until I got the retro Coco. Now, like that's my definitive Cobra Commander. So it's like I always go back and forth. Like, some classifieds hit and some retros are better. Same thing with Scarlet. Duke, I mean, was infamous for that. I mean, the retro kind of nailed it. But yeah, this when I saw this, okay, I need a rock and roll because he was quintessential. He was part of that original line. I have to have him. So, but I did not. I don't know. It's just something about the classified just didn't really mesh well with me. Again, nothing wrong with it. Fine figure, but I just didn't really like. That's not my rock and roll. This right here, definitely again get this one because he just 100%. That's how I want to see rock and roll as.
Yeah, he looks perfect.
Yeah, I love the twin Gatling guns kind of look too. Don't get me wrong.
Yep.
It's really badass. But this is that definitive, this is rock and roll, and it's a very iconic look for him. This is the one I enjoyed as a kid growing up. Definitely need to have this is a guy I want to have in my small G.I. Joe collection, which 90% of them come with pets. So he's one that I'm like all about. And there's no animal involved here.
Well, I mean, you say it's small, Oz, but I mean, it's going to get bigger though. That's how this works.
Well, of course, I know that. They always find ways to sucker me in, whether I want it or not. Because now I got to find a raptor, right? Like, as ridiculous as that is, I got to find a raptor.
And
I
a
didn't plan on
dragonfly
getting
and a hiss
Raptor.
tank.
No,
Well,
I draw the line because I've got the real bear coming from Four Horsemen that's going to take
there
up
you
all
go.
the room that I would have for that.
I was just about to talk about that. They could face off. All right, I've got the photo for later. By the way, 57 people watching. All hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel.
That's right.
Thank you for all being here on an impromptu 60 people actually now impromptu stream. So it's actually not bad for me. You know, I was just complaining earlier that I don't think YouTube even considers me a live channel anymore. So appreciate it. This is the one that I probably won't get out of all the releases because I think that the SDCC one from a few years ago is good enough, more than good enough.
Yeah, I mean, if you got that one, but if you didn't, then here's an opportunity to get an actual Mindbender if you missed out on him. So I mean, that's what's great about Hasbro, or at least the GI Joe team, because they you can get the SDC version or Hasbro Pulse. I guess it got released a year later, I think, on Hasbro Pulse, and luckily I was able to get that. And it's a little pricey with the accessories and everything, so I'm sure this will be price what $24.99 or less than $30, reasonable price. So you can get a Dr. Mindbender, which again, not that much different. So if you missed out on the deluxe version, then yeah, you can get this one. I mean, you'd be perfectly happy with it.
Does the deluxe version have? Oh, sorry. Does the deluxe version have the same cape, or is this different?
The Cobra's different. The Cobra on this one is not on the deluxe version, so it's on the retro version. So
got it. Sorry,
it's an add-on.
No, I was just gonna say there were some people that missed out on deluxe, so now it's like if you want a Dr. Mindbender, you can have one in your collection. It's not gonna do anything for you for the number, but I mean, plus, he's just a popular figure because he's got the shirt off and he's like ripped. Like this, clearly, this doctor has the best exercise regimen out of any doctor out there.
Yes. Well, it's the only really doctor I'm using right now for my creature from Four Horsemen. So not to plug, but yeah, just like I've been using them quite a bit because there's not a lot of doctors out there, or at least crazy doctors, mad scientists.
Yeah, he looks good.
But I wonder, so I guess he's just going to come with that I guess the gun and the small gun and then the tube, or those only two accessories he may come with. I know the deluxe version. Yeah, he comes with like a skull and then a couple laboratory pieces, like some
everything he took to build, Serpentor essentially.
Yeah. Well, not everything.
Did I freeze? Did I freeze, or am I still here?
You're here.
You're there.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Then sorry. I was trying to what do you call it? My computer glitched, jump, froze, reloaded while I was trying to pull up Larkin's message here. Thank you, Larkin's Lair. Actually, he's a big YouTube channel, especially for Transformer stuff. Like he's got some viral Transformer shorts, so definitely give him a follow. Not that he needs me to give him a shout out. The guy's got 140,000 subscribers or whatever, but he's a huge Delta 17 man. And he's just gifted 10 Toy Connections channel memberships. And I didn't realize that I can't actually see from StreamYard who the memberships were gifted to. So I had to pull up my YouTube. So thank you for that. Crash gifted a membership. Jason Braun, White Mike, Vegeta, Figure Fight Club, FAFO, Joshua, Adam Siradsky, Angela Dove, and it's still loading, but that's, I think, most of the memberships that were gifted here. So thank you for gifting the memberships.
Impossible Pie and White Vegeta, as well as Payne's Toy Samples was gifted membership.
Okay, yeah. It stopped for me it stopped for me here at okay, thank you. I think hopefully I didn't miss any names getting read out there because I can't actually see it from StreamYard. Yeah, I can't actually see it from StreamYard. Yeah. See, now I'm glitching, stuttering myself. Okay. The computer glitch is apparently in my brain. So yeah. So I tried to pull it up on my phone, but
Wi-Fi card's a little fried. It's all good.
Yeah. I tried to pull it up on my phone, but all the names hadn't loaded up yet in the chat. So okay. Well, let's move along here from Mindbender over to who do we got next? Okay, the Retro Viper. Oh, this is the one I'm torn on.
Oh man. That's
Oh, wow.
classic. Pure
Nice.
classic.
Yeah,
Right.
good
What
color.
else can you say about it? You know,
Yep, that's about maybe 2 or 3 I'm gonna get.
I'm happy with the 3-pack version, but it's a really dark blue.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Where this
yeah.
has that bright, vibrant blue of the old toys that we're used to.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Yeah. Thanks, Larkin. And I thought I wasn't gonna get the Cobra Troopers until I saw them.
Yep.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, damn, I have to get those. And now I feel this. I feel as soon as we get like a full reveal of this, I'm gonna feel the exact same way.
Right. Now I'm just picturing these guys in the Televipers more than, or, you know, in the Trouble Bubbles more than the Televipers. Like seeing these guys, that bright blue, the red, it's like, yeah, this is what I remember.
Yeah. That looks
Absolutely.
really good.
86 forever. 1986 forever.
Yeah, because I mean, they pretty much took over during the second season, or I guess the season of Real American Hero as the troop, the troop, or I guess the fodder for the Joes, right? Because the traditional Cobra Troopers, they were pretty much like kind of you really didn't see them in the second season as much. The Vipers were pretty much like the forefront. So
Yeah,
Now, I think in the
Vipers
first
took
few
over in
episodes,
bats.
I think the first
Oh,
few
yeah,
episodes were animated at a time where you could still see the regular Cobra Troopers, but pretty quickly they were replaced by these guys. And for at least the last half, probably even the last 2/3 of season 2, it was pretty much like that. So,
And I like what
yeah,
Paines is saying too. He's got to get one for a Mercer custom, right?
until we get them, yeah.
Until we get them, this is how you got to make them.
pretty much, yeah. So, and finally, the one that I missed. This is what the computer to get all jangly. Nope, not that one. Why does it keep pulling up that same photo?
Oh, was that?
Wait,
that was a
Hasbro
photo.
Oh,
Hasbro revealed Robo Skulls and classified what?
Yeah, I'm just gonna delete that photo off of here because that's it just keeps pulling that one up. I don't know why.
Toy Collector magazine.
Well, yeah, that was the first because they were on the same spread as Delta 17 the first time, so I kept that one for sentimental value, right? So when I refresh my photos, I keep that one on here just to remind us where we started. But
Nice.
okay, here we go. Is it on screen yet?
not yet.
Not yet. We're waiting.
Oh, add to stage. Yes, Ken, add to
That
stage.
helps.
That'll help. This
There it
is what I
is.
mean by not streaming often. Okay, clean up this folder. All right.
Oh,
Okay.
Man.
all right. So clearly, this bear is not nearly as big as what we got coming from Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
But I'll still take it in my collection in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I mean, the bear's awesome. Which is funny though that they Hasbro took a little bit to get to Mastify Snake Eyes. But I mean, he's here, and he's got. I didn't even notice this on the when I was looking before, but yeah, he does have the flesh colored hands. So he's got the pink hands, he's got the flesh colored. So that's nice. That's a nice little add on. And then okay, so I'm looking at the accessories, and it's funny. I've been asking my toy photographer buddies. It's like, you guys got 1/12 scale Coke bottles, right? Because when this bear hits, I imagine you're gonna be doing a whole bunch of like little pictures of the Coca-Cola polar bears, right? I mean, with some Coke bottles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they were kind of just like getting a kick out of that. But I mean, I still got my Super 7 Snake Eyes. So
there you go. Yeah.
But the bear, I mean, that's just it looks awesome. And what is what's on the top at the top there? What is that right there? It's like a
bear trap.
Well, below that, is next to the head, the spread head.
It's like he's got arrows in him,
like thorns or something.
Oh, nice. So I guess you can put that on the back of him, or
yeah. Apparently, there's going to be some part of him you can pop off and put that on.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. My bear's not going to have that. No, my bear's not getting damaged at all.
Well, it can if you want to. I mean,
yeah, he's not.
Custom work.
It looks Super 7, but it's not Super 7. Yeah.
That's the part that I'm kind of like, one of the things or one of the deals that they have with the Super 7 Ultimate stuff is the fact that Super 7 kind of sticks to the stuff like more from the comics or more from the movie, you know, the cartoon and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that Hasbro is dipping their foot into that well too, because now part of the whole thing with getting these licenses, and again, it's up to them, it's their property, so I guess they can do disagreement any which way they want. But you know, there's a certain level of non-compete that allows for that to happen.
Yep.
So it's interesting that they're doing this version.
I'm guessing that the saddle for the Four Horsemen won't fit on this one.
No, it'll dwarf it.
No. Yeah. And Steve Spoonkiller has a request for us to make.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh,
yeah,
that could work. That could work.
Yep. I mean, that'd be more accurate size.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's gonna sell. Like, if you're gonna do a Snake Eyes, this is the way to go to release another Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad had a buddy that faced off with a polar bear. He had a Winchester 30-30 with 7 rounds, shot him in the head 7 times, and one of them lived.
Wow.
The polar bear lived.
Yep.
The man was killed.
There you go.
Yeah.
At least cheaper than you could if you were just buying a bunch of the Four Horsemen bears.
Right. There you go.
There you go. So that's the reveals. I mean, I'll let that hang in the air for a little bit. I mean, we got through that relatively quickly. I know there's going to be a lot of live streams talking about this over the weekend. So I think if we keep this one a little bit shorter, it'll keep the rewatchability factor probably a little bit more for this particular one. Plus, you know me, I don't like to do long live streams because we save that for Saturday night with the Oz Clubhouse. Oz, I would ask you what you have coming up, but I'm assuming that that's what you're going to say, is we got the Clubhouse coming up.
Well, I mean, there's a lot coming up, a lot more than just Clubhouse. This is one of those crazy, awesome weekends.
And you're going to tell us why. And I know why, but you're going to tell us why.
Well, we're starting off the party and celebration here. I was expecting to start it off like an hour from now, but we're starting the celebration off here on TKO, which is great. That's a great place to start things off. Next, I'll be going on to Let's Go Off-World, where we're going to talk about 80s montages. Come on now. Who doesn't love 80s montages? Check that out.
No doubt.
Tomorrow night, we got Clubhouse. Huge celebration. And as much as it's a celebration for me, it's honestly more of a celebration about the community as a whole. Finally made it to 500 subscribers. Was able to become that official YouTube partner now that been striving for months. And as big as that is for me, like, I got to celebrate everybody else that's a part of that, because I don't do that you can't do that on your own. It's all of you guys that make that happen. So we're going to have a huge celebration tomorrow night, celebrating the community as a whole. And then we've got on Sunday, I'm going to be hanging out with Bobby Dangerously over on his channel. He's got a live stream. He's celebrating a 1-year anniversary for Decker Northcutt.
Nice.
So that is really, really awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I will be there probably on the late part as well. And John, have you got anything coming up? I know you just had a Geeked Out Click a few days ago.
Yeah. So every Tuesday we have I'm part of the panel on the Geeked Out Live every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central. We talk about, we do talk toy photography. We have a feature photographer for the week. Talk anything that's going on, and action figure news. Any new reveals, stuff we picked up. My co-host Night Terrors is actually he's going to go to NYCC tomorrow, so he's going to check it out and see what the the hubbub is about, and then we'll talk about it on Tuesday. But I mean, that's aside from that, just taking photos, getting some new stuff in. I may be getting a Horde Trooper here soon. I don't know. Hopefully, you know, I think I saw my Ring doorbell go off, so maybe that was him. So I had to go check after the show, see if that was the Horde Trooper. But
Well,
yeah,
if you want to run now, and go do it, you don't have to show it to us. It's fine.
no,
You know?
I mean, I think he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Mhm.
Maybe I can, yeah. But yep,
Steve,
that's
you want
pretty
to
much what
steal?
I got.
Awesome, thank you, Steve. You want to steal a bit of NYCC thunder and tell us something, or do you want to save it?
Well, I don't know. I've just been working closely with the factory and, you know, designers, and we're working. So that's
Steve,
good.
do it. Steal all the thunder, Steve. Do it.
Yeah,
Do it.
there you go.
No,
There
I'm
you
not
go.
going to
Say who?
reveal everything. I mean, you guys already know the Hind will have pilots, and then we've got some female snow troopers coming up,
Ooh.
and different things like that. Joe Fest exclusive is going to be a 2-pack next year, and that's all dialed in. All the info's been sent in. I think people really enjoy that one. I really like the colors. The colors are really nice, high contrast, so it'll be good.
Like the dark
Awesome.
blue and pink of Snake Eyes here. High contrast.
Yes, we're going with aqua blue and fuchsia pink. Yeah, so it'll be beautiful. So
And we'll have more details soon. But we got a special sale coming up to close out the year.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
Yeah. So it'll be time
Got
to
to
get
pick up
those
some more
builders.
army builders.
Yep,
Nice.
that would be
for
the time, right? So, yeah. So it's 7:30 Pacific or 10:30 Eastern tonight. I do have a premiere. It will be the history of Brave Star. So jump
nice.
in for a
Yes.
23-minute. Well, I mean, including the countdown and everything, it'd be a 25-minute premiere ish. I've managed to rope in Jay Bartlett for that one, who's actually live right now talking about GI Joe. Andrew from Gady's Toys and Derek from yesterday's podcast are my collaborators. And little Easter egg in there is Ken does not talk until the 12.5-minute mark of his own video, which is an accomplishment.
Wow.
So, yeah.
This is like,
Congratulations, Ken.
this is like the Wally movie.
So here we have a congratulations for 500 subs, and we have a congratulations for successfully shutting up until the 50% mark of your own video. So yeah, and Impossible Pie's already seen it on the Patreon. So
Yep.
Another reason to join patreon.com/toy-connections. But I got a few new channel members today, so I shouldn't try to get too greedy about that. Thank you again, Larkin Slayer, for that. But yes, I do give backstage exclusive messages and what do you call it? Also early access and some thumbnail previews for history of for
I can't select them.
early access to videos coming up. So yeah, there we go. A silent Ken film. Yeah. So,
That's right.
anyway, so if anyone else has any, I don't see any questions in the chat. I mean, they wouldn't be for us anyway. Like, I'm glad no one has said, when are these coming out? We don't know. They were just revealed.
Right. Look, we all just found out they were coming 5 minutes ago. We got no idea when they'll get here.
Yeah.
I used to do that on Facebook. Like Steve, you know, on the Canadian Toy Gallery page, I would show reveals and I would say, don't know when they're coming in yet. First question, hey, when are
Yep.
they coming? I ignore it.
Yep.
Then I get tagged. Ken, Poe, when are they coming? And I go, I could be really, really, you know, cheeky, like this kind of cheeky. And I could say, please read the post, but I just courteously responded with, as per the caption in the post, we don't have a timeline yet. I just try to be nice about it. And the guy will probably facepalm himself without my help. So, yeah.
No doubt.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, thanks everyone for joining. I mean, Oz, I know you have, like you said, you've got another stream later today. John's got to check what's at the door. And Steve has apparently some design work to do.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
All right, friends.
All right.
Yeah, I don't have an outro. So literally when I end this cold, I literally just end this cold with the awkward wave. So
Awkward wave for 20 minutes.
Yep.
I'm gonna steal your Clubhouse outro just to do this properly, Oz, at some point.
I don't have a